Okay, here we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. You instantly feel better the second you focus on something you have fun with. Okay, I'd like to make the first official video here in a row of videos um, dealing with the on-mind gaming, which is an analogy to online gaming, which inspired me to this year, where I watched people play online, and I thought, hey, this is exactly the same thing that I do, except I have the much better console. Now, this is what it's all about. Forget your PlayStation, play your head. And I made a sketch last night and came up with this here. So this is in German, okay? Don't worry about it. Just look at the picture, and you see there, you see the actually the setup of the which is in terms of PlayStation, the controller, the TV set, whatever you need in order to play. And this here is everything you need in order to play. And take a look right in front of you, about 3 feet away from you, far enough you cannot reach it with your arm. Okay, never try to touch it. It's not material. This is a visualization which will get you into your own perception bubble, which is the screen, which I will explain now a little. And you can play your life from now on in this perception bubble. And it's all about getting the chance to play your life instead of fighting it. Because from now on you can see it as a game, or as many games. Very cool. Imagine a sphere around you, a screen which is about 3 meters away from you, all around the center of your perception, there where you feel yourself. And all around you is this first sphere, which is your controller. This is your first sense, which is very often called the sixth sense because people cannot grab it, but now we can. It's your imagination, and your imagination is your controller. Over your imagination you control by thought everything you see around you. Then there is a second sphere all around this, about 10 feet away from you. How far it is doesn't matter. Make it bigger, make it smaller, the way you feel comfy with it. Important is that this is your screen. Now check out the graphics. These are my graphics, and this is my sound that you hear around you, and now it's your sound too, of your console head, which doesn't cost anything. You can use this for free. Oh, except your old way of thinking that you will have to give away, but you will get something much better. And with your thoughts you control over the imagination what happens on your screen of 5 senses, where you can, everything you see, everything you hear, everything you can touch, everything you can smell or taste comes from 10 feet away from you. And there is something like a matter between the two screens, which we would call the process. Some things are very easy to manifest, to put from the first sphere on the second sphere. Things like lighting up a cigarette is very easy for usual. But if you have to walk 1,000 miles to get the next cigarette, you have to walk 1,000 miles in order to solve the game and get the cigarette. And when you're really lucky, you have to walk another 1,000 miles because because you forgot the lighter at home. Um, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this is I'm calling out to think about all these things with me, to feel welcome to develop this with me. Um, Very cool is now you can play games. You can with your imagination visualize head-up displays. And I want to give you some. And one is the first one. I'm gonna make some more videos. The more I think about it, the ideas I have, and I put them into videos for you. Um, I have one head-up display, which is my basic head-up display, which is I have a line of characters, like down here, and I can pop up like everyone I want to play right now. And in this group of people, of characters that I can play, like in a multiplayer level game where you choose the right one to solve this problem now, so the whole group can go on. I am a whole group of characters. My avatar is what you see here. This is Leo Vacationer. It's just an avatar. You can change this also all the way you want. And then you can play characters. One of my favorite characters is he's always up, MacGyver, because he has this way of thinking that I did copy, because I just took it and make him pop up every time I have a problem, where it goes to finding a solution out of the things that are around me, because this is what's there. This is something I can deal with, and all the other stuff is not there. So who's the best person who can solve this problem? Definitely MacGyver. Okay, that's the way it goes. And then you have other things for other problems where, like, maybe Jack Sparrow gets along better with, or your father, because you know something, or you admire some way of dealing with some situations where your father or your mother or your friend or any person you know who would get along with, what would he do or she do right now, and you pop up and you play this role. Play. No more fighting. No more fighting necessary, since you're playing. This is duality. And then on the left side, I have gone down as kind of like a place game slot, where you like would put your CDs in on the PlayStation. And the good thing here is, in all other consoles or PC or wherever you want to play a game, you can play a game one game at a time. And here you can play one game with the other one, with the other one, with the other one, with the other one. It was for me like playing Prince of Persia and God of War, and in God of War saying, oh, why can't he run along the walls now, and I have to find all the long way. You know what I'm saying? In this way of playing, the God of War can walk along the walls just what the Prince of Persia can. You know what I'm saying? All the options of all games are available in all the other games. Okay, this is one cool thing. The language this is written in is HTML. How about that? Who would have figured? And but this is not the hypertext markup language, but it's the hypertelepathic morph language, because this is what it's all based on. All this because, of course, you sit alone in your perception bubble, but you're not alone, because there are billions and billions of perception bubbles all around you, which you are all connected to. Know that. You are connected. You have to open the channels to make use of it. That's all there is to it. And because all this communication between the connected bubbles is telepathy, that's the base that it works on, and over the telepathy we morph into the morphic field. This is the hypertelepathic morph language. I would rather call it love, but we want to make it understandable here. We want to find the analogy to computer systems, which are just a copy of us. We made with the computer. The computers don't work different from us when it goes to thinking. We are not computers, which makes us very happy that we can feel also. But when it goes to thinking, computers think the way their master, their creator, made it. How could computers work if we didn't understand it ourselves? So this is very clear. Okay, and this way we can like see how we can work and get tools and get techniques together, how we can learn how to handle our lives. And this is all about this here. Making yourself clear that you are in your own world, the only one who can perceive it like you do. And everything else that you do not understand is not baloney or something like that, but it's only something that comes from out of your perception bubble as an impulse into you, which you reproduce for you, making it experienceable on the screen. The impulses from the others come from outside, but you register them first in you, and then you produce as a reaction on that with your imagination everything around you. If you don't like what you see there, turn away or change it. If you don't know how to change, watch the upcoming videos. We will explain. I would be glad about video responses and your thoughts about it, because this is what it's all about here. It's exchange of information so we all can learn and get along, and that would be great to hear what you think. That would be probably a very big help for me. Thank you very much. Snap out of it, of the old system, and get into your perception bubble and feel well. You will like it. It's cool. It's absolutely cool. First life, then second. Who needs to play second life when you spend your time playing first life? This is much more awesome, I'd say. Okay, bye bye.